clear. Suppose someone should make you something out there. Did good.
May the divide bring you peace.
Stop right there, stranger. You approach Atom's holy ground. Why? State your purpose or be divided in his sight.
Holy ground? Atom? What's going on here?
Atom reached out and touched this world, bringing his glow to us. It remains to this day a reminder of his promise. Infinite worlds through division.
I mean you no harm, I swear.
Few make the effort to travel so far. Very well. You may stay for now. But know that we are watching. Violence will not be tolerated.
Do you have a moment?
What do you need of me, child?
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Yes, I know of him. What do you want with him?
I just need some information from him.
He has sought refuge with Atom. I would know more before I tell you where he is. What do you want with him?
I need his help reaching the Institute.
I have heard of this institute. They hide themselves, trying to avoid the power of Atom. A futile effort. In truth, this Virgil has caused some concern. Some believe his presence is an affront to Atom. Though he came to trade with us on a few occasions, we have had little other contact with him. It was quite clear he wanted to be left alone. You can find him southwest of the crater, living in a cave. I would approach cautiously were I you. I feel he does not want visitors.
And serve.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. Where's Kellogg? Huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
You have information I need.
And yet I have no idea who the hell you are. I think we'd both better start explaining. You start.
I'm just a guy looking for information on the Institute.
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
But Kellogg's been taken care of.
Dead. He's dead. Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying. I killed him myself.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
I know you were part of it, and you escaped. They sent Kellogg to kill you.
How the hell do you know any of that? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even here? What do you want?
Can you tell me anything about the Institute? I need to get in there.
Can I? Are you joking? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh. Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
What do you want from me?
Before I had to escape, I was working on a serum that would serve as a cure for my condition. I wasn't able to bring it with me. It's still in my lab and, well, look at me. I need it. I need you to find it for me if you manage to get inside the Institute. What do you say?
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. All right. Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well, well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
A courser? What's that?
Another Institute secret. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Why do I have to kill one?
Because you want to get into the Institute, remember? They're your ticket in. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me, and sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one, but you'll have to do the dirty work.
What do I need to do?
Listen up. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
Tell us apart.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
got the chills. Moving on us.
So, that's not right. So it starts with R?
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Not 1 foot closer.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I don't want to get anyone into trouble.
We'll find out, one way or another. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help breaking the code on his courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Excuse me.
Saw some of your work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
For a human? What do you mean?
You were born in the Wild Human Model 1.0. You ain't bad for that model. Not in the same league as us synths, but hey, not your fault.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from something I can't get into. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true, I'd like you on our team.
I'm interested.
Awesome. I think you'll be a good fit. I know Des said we don't got room, but talk to Deacon. I'm sure he's got an angle. He always does.
Hi. Don't try anything, stranger.
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Oh, hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have, and a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. This is a demand. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Hey there.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard, I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Right. What? Mm-hmm. What? Hmm? Hey.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors. What are they, really?
The Institute created them. Synthetic humans. They're mostly organic, part machine. Somewhere along the line, they became more than just constructs. They think, they feel, and they act just like you and me. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Why does the Institute treat them that way?
They're playing God, tinkering with things they don't fully understand. From that lofty vantage, it's easy to deny their creation's very humanity.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man, even if that man is a synth?
Could you elaborate?
Answer with your gut on this. Your heart. If you had to put yourself in danger to save a synth, would you do it?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs, normally we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
If you're not here to save synths, just leave.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Hear anything, Doc?
Nothing that would interest you. Now, let's talk about you and your health.
Patch me up, Doc.
Now go over your symptoms for me, one at a time.
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
We'll clean you up, don't worry. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Watch yourself, outsider.
I don't have anything to say to you.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere. There's more going on than you know. Trust me. Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention here.
Desdemona.
Come here again if you need to meet us. We'll know you're coming.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Do you really have to be so cagey?
Seems charm's at a premium down here.
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate our enemy's capabilities, it's game over. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Too bad. I was hoping to get some beer money out of it.
If you're picking up the tab, never mind. Go for it. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The Railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the Railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that as a yes. Can't say I'm too surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station, that's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this'll get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
Get out of here as soon as we can.
What do you need, General?
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the molecular relay.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. I've seen it.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
Either it is, or we end up building one hell of a paperweight.
Well, whoever wrote this does seem to know what they're talking about. Could be a genius or totally insane. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
And my personal favorite. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what is going on, my fellow Fallout lovers and gamers alike? Johnny5 Alive here, and we are going to be checking out the robot building in Automatron. Let's jump right into it. We're going to do all sorts of experimentations. Hopefully I have enough of everything. So we're going to start with the torso. We have everything unlocked, and we're just going to take a look at everything one by one, starting with the Protectron. So what can you do to this? Let's zoom this camera in. I chose kind of a bad spot to put this, first of all. Alright, back to it. So we have this thingamajig. Big, fat, regular torso, bags on it, some steel, some crazy spikes and shit, some spikes with bags. Ooh, some electricity, something square. Cool. This is what you get for the rear. Okay. And then just a bunch of mods that you can't see. Well, let's take a look at the Protectron arms. So just a circle, some shields, and some scraps. Let's take a look at the hand. I really hate how they put the text right in front of the robot. Tilt the camera so we can see it. You can either zoom in and make things worse, zoom out and make things worse, or zoom in some more and make things worse. Really shitty options. So, sorry, I'm going too fast. So we have a baton, a vice grip, a flamer, a laser hand, a stun mod, a hook, a skull mace, a hand shocker, an axe, a smoke claw, laser, Chirojet. I like the Chirojet. Freeze them all. Be very handy. Automatic laser. Ooh, I like that. Hammer. A claw. A construction claw. A drill. A saw blade. A nail gun. Laser. Scatter laser. Sniper laser. Praying mantis arm. A Shigabob from Fallout 3. A handsaw hammer. Jeez. Gamma. Lightning gun. Heavy flamer. Minigun. Missile launcher. Gatling laser. Unstable Gatling laser. Unstable explosive machine gun. Jesus. So that's the arms. Now let's look at the legs. Backpack, crappy metal, crappy metal with backpacks, and that's it. Legs. Regular leg. Let's get a better angle at this. Or should I say a shittier angle? A boot. A boot. A boot. What's this all about? Alright, some frames, and that's it. Okay. And then you can pick a voice. There's like, they don't let you test them, so that's kind of dog shit. Let's pick a female voice. And I guess that's something I'll have to edit, I'll test after, and I'll make a quick little snippet of the voices at the end of this video, and I'll edit it all up so we can do it as quick as possible. And we forgot to check out the heads. Okay, so standard, caged. Ooh, I kind of like that. Doom helm. It's kind of quirky looking. This kind of just looks silly. That's like, what's his name? The Lich King I am the Lich King. That one's kind of cool. Golem helm. Reminds me of something out of Doom. I should probably go in a little bit for this. I love this one because it looks like the Johnny 5 Alive head. Sort of. So that would be my head of choice. So let's check out the other torsos. Mr. Handy. Top slot. Okay. Oh, that's the Johnny 5 Alive head. Sort of. Oh, yeah. Big fat round baldy guy? What the heck is that? That just looks stupid. It's like some kind of like shelf on his chest. Oh my god. That's so weird. Ugh. This is horrible. I want to try and make the Johnny 5 Alive robot. That's getting pretty close, to be honest. So that's the chest. Let's take a look at the rear. Johnny 5 Alive had a backpack, but he did not have... Oh, that's kind of good. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's the one I want. Yeah. Oh, wow. You can do middle torso slot. Look at that. Give him like an eyeball coming out the front. These are just extra miscellaneous mods. Now if we choose different arms, let's go through the arms. Okay. And we've seen all these. Okay. Let's check out the Robo Brain arms. That's it. And then all that other stuff. Oh, there's some extra stuff for his wrists on this one. It's kind of neat. And then sentry arms. A kiss to build a dream on. My imagination built upon that kiss. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. It's the Fallout 2 theme song. My favorite song ever. To build a dream on. And my imagination will make that moment last. Some shit like that. Alright, so those are the arms, everybody. Now this is where I'm really hoping we can get treads. Oh, yes! But before we do that, we have to look at all the other options. So here's the waist stuff for the Assaultron legs. There's like 4 options. The legs, the female Femi legs. I like these chunky looking bell-bottom style legs. I think they're awesome. These are pretty sweet too. And that's all of them. Wait a second. And then we got... Oh god, let's look at these. Okay, bunch of pouches. Some spiked armor, some cages, and that's it.
Clear. Suppose someone should make you something out there. You did good.
Hold up a sec.
Command mode ready.
Ugh.
I'd like to activate your personality subroutine.
Error. Command unrated.
Uh-huh. That's all for now.
Confirmed.
Okay. So that does it for the customization section video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Oh, and in the next episode we'll be reviewing what I think of the DLC. My final thoughts on the DLC. It's Johnny 5 alive! We did it! Johnny 5! He's alive! Johnny 5!
Mr. 5, tell us how you feel.
How do I feel? I feel alive!
Damn! I like the bell bottoms, eh? That's cute. I like the mask.
Howdy, folks. I got something a little bit special I want to show you. Something I figured out. In case you're wondering. If you don't know, you've been living under a rock somewhere for a while. This is Fallout 4. And I've been building a little bit here and there. This is a new character, so you can see nothing much has been done with Sanctuary. But I wanted to kind of test something out, and it actually works. I'm intentionally not going in there. Everybody has complained that you can build all of these awesome structures, but you can't have separate rooms. What? Yes, I have a door inside with its own separate room. I am playing on the PC, but this requires no mods. It requires no console glitching. It requires nothing but just a very specific build order on how you do stuff. So, I don't know how many of you guys have figured this out, but I haven't seen any builder so far with interior doors. And I kind of wanted to make a quick video and show this and then show how I did it, just real briefly. It's a bit fiddly. You can see I have some alternating levels of the roof here. I might touch on that briefly, how I kind of got things to fit, but mostly I wanted to show you how to get the door in. So since this is a new character, I don't have a whole lot of resources, so I'm going to have to deconstruct some of this to show you what I did, and I'll bring you back in just a minute. Okay, so here we go. The first thing that you have to realize is you need to use a shack upper floor as your very first piece you put down. I'm using a foundation in Sanctuary, but you can put down your own foundations if you're working on uneven ground, whatever, and then square up the shack upper floor with the edge as best as possible. See here, I've got it a little bit off, but I'm not going to fiddle with it too much because I really don't care at this point. What I'm going to do though is show you how I got the door in, and this is where I'm going to put the door. The shack upper floor, wherever you're going to put it, you need to basically build your structure around the fact that you're going to have a separate room. Where you're going to put the door is where you want the upper floor. So then you go to just the shack floors, put one in, and it's got a gap. It hooks to the top of the shack upper floor. Put another one right next to it. Store that first one, and then when you grab this, it'll drop down. You place it back, and now it's even with the bottom. And now I've got a spot here where I can put a door. And then you can just continue on putting the floors in, and you have a spot here where you can attach a wall. So that's it's very simple, but at the same time it's something that I don't know if a lot of people have figured out. And now the roof situation, that can be where it gets a little bit fiddly. So let me see if I can potentially let me put an upper floor in there. And that's something that I ran into an issue with. You want that there because you can put just a regular shack floor if it'll hook. There it goes. And then once I started putting walls and stuff around, you also have to have at least one space from where the door wall is and your outside wall. So you want at least one more floor actually I want that floor to be hooked there, so that way I can put another wall there. And this could lead to a little bit of issue where you have some gaps in your ceilings, between your wall and your ceiling, so you might have to fiddle with and adjust where you place your upper floors and regular floors and stuff to get rid of that gap. But it's not all that hard, it's just a little bit fiddly. Let me see if I can replicate it and show you what I'm talking about here. Upper floor. See, you've got a bit of a gap there. Now, you could solve that problem by simply making your edge floors up a little bit, or you could even potentially get around the problem by using a different wall. These end caps are just a little bit taller. So then now you have no gap. And this is where the little bit of difference in the height of your ceiling goes, because you can't fit an upper floor over the top of the door frame. So, yeah, there it is. You can have interior rooms. Takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of forethought, and a little bit of the correct build order, but it works. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys use this to make your buildings even more awesome than they already were. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Oh, and briefly, yeah, I know I said goodbye in the last part, but after rewatching it before uploading it, I realized that this floor here was bugging me because it's one level off. That's not a problem whatsoever. Get rid of that one. Instead of having a regular floor, you just use a shack upper floor. And now the bottoms line up. That's something I originally had the first time I did it, but when I put the regular floor in, just showing you quickly how to do this, I looked back outside, it's like, wait a minute, those are two different levels. That's going to bug me forever. So yeah, that's how you solve that problem. Yep, that's it. I promise. Last part of this video. Once again, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go.
It's an honor to
All
have
set.
you here, sir.
Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
We're all looking forward to working with
All
you.
functions normal.
Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Scanning. Subject identified.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics
Carry
to
on,
knock
sir.
some heads together.
You're here.
Now?
Glad you made it.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a
Maybe I should take some
revelation.
courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hi, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Dr. Ayo,
Yes, what is it?
you mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
To report, sir.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Productive.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems, Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee, tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee, I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Return to your duties, and remember to...
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Good afternoon. Food products are available for purchase. Would you care for some?
Nice. Got it.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert.
That's it. Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
You had time to examine my laser cores and posters.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Hot potato!